Hello everyone. Today I would like to congratulate everyone who is here, and you have heard AI lecture today. To be honest, it was only made into the audio file, but our Speech Academy prepared this video, and I feel like AI lecture can offer better lectures in the future. But to be honest, centering on true love, once you resonate with the heart, the lecture must be done in that way, to resonate with heart. So from now on, theologically, we may not defeat AI, but in artistic aspect, we especially centering on true love, resonating with true love. All of you should be the ones who cannot be defeated by any other things, including AI. So, if you offer devotion and prayer centering on heaven and move forward, you will see amazing world coming ahead of us. Today, throughout the world, 43,500 brothers and sisters are offering prayer devotion together with us. The past parents told us the heart of parent is for their children to succeed. So all of you must do the work that your father could not accomplish. You must believe in this, that you can do it. You must center on your mother and move forward so that you can succeed in whatever you do in your field. So you must have true parents and have the parents center on you, and always whatever success you make, you should always offer the glory back to your parents. And if you become such fearless sons and daughters, Cheonshim will be realized on this earth within no time. In order for that to happen, heaven will work through you, work through anyone who will be working like this. As you read your parents' words today, while I'm on earth, I will create all necessary environments so that everything can flow smoothly like water. To that end, I plan for CheonshimWon to become a pure water place, a center for raising people who can resonate with the pure and undefiled heart of heaven. And President and she plan to move forward like this. This is the most important work of this era. This is the most important thing that we need to keep in mind for the future generations, centering on one human family under heavenly parent. We must not allow any impure elements to enter. This is very important, the most important thing. So our second gens, there are second gens who are receiving message from heaven. That is because Cheonshim is here. True Father comes down. Hyojinim comes down with tears, crying. When you see second gens, third gens offering prayer in tears, listen carefully. Our sister Yoon Mi, it's not her prayer. It's prayer of how Hyojinim is coming down. How Hyojinim is coming down to her to speak his words. How second, third gens, our monarch butterfly unit is coming down to our second and third gens, working through them. There are second and third gens who still died at such young age, who couldn't even taste the milk of mother. There are children, our second and third gens, who were just started walking, and this is spiritual world. Monarch butterfly unit, they have a lot of sorrowful heart. They would be saying, I want to use your body and attend to mother. I want to be part of this providence. And we must set this devotion so that they can come down, so that they can attend to mother physically using our body. So please remember, all of you, not just second, third, but all of us are representing our ancestors, those who came before us to come down to us to use our body. Our body is not just our body. So you're living this golden era as you met Holy Mother Heart. You must keep loyal heart, feel your heart, and live for true parents. If you let evil spirits come down and make you disbelieve about everything around you, how can you become patriots? How can you become filial sons and daughters? For that, we must put our lives to become such filial sons and daughters where we can go beyond any leaders on this earth, on this world, so that we can let heavenly parents, true parents, to become true owners on this land. We have to testify, we have to reveal them as the true owners, so that they can call you, you're the patriots, you are the filial sons, you are the filial daughter. In order to take the position, you always have to remember that you are the owner, you are the king of this land, you are the Messiah of your tribe. So you have to set the standard. If you become the Trump family, you have to do everything to take that position. So if you are sent to all of you, if you are sent to spiritual in such position, the kingship that angel took place, you can take that position, and you will take all that position that angel took away from us. So 천일국, we didn't have true owners before. Even 천일국 did not exist. And Satan, the angel, the fallen angels, took over all the world, making themselves a king, making themselves a parent of us. And now, we have opened an era where if we live up to true parents' words, up to that standard, all of us can take that position, throne of Satan, as ours. So, when our brother Kim Jin-chun, why don't you pray at what kind of position you would take in the spiritual world? Once you ask spiritual world, what will I become in the spiritual world? Heaven will tell you. And heaven will give you a message. Live well, and I will give you this kind of title. Heavenly parents already showing you what kind of path you will become if you live such path. You have to experience true Father mobilizing to come down to you. All those people who are living with true Father in Hungdam prison, as they saw in the revelation that on the throne, True Father was sitting down, and because of that, even the True Father said anything, they witnessed that True Father is the special being, that True Father is the one they had to follow. True Father, Spirit came down to witness to them. We must be like Him. We must experience mobilization of True Father. Churches should experience mobilization of True Father. And if you have such a small faith, what would True Father tell you? True Father will shout at you, curse at you. They will tell you, when are you going to offer prayer so that I can come down to you? How much hardship do you have to face for us to come down? Nowadays is the moment where people who can listen to spiritual messages should come out. So with the heart to receive message from spiritual, let's offer prayer and devotion tonight so that we can bring greater work of Holy Spirit coming down to us, greater than what Apostle Paul received, so that we can bring Holy fire, Holy Spirit, fire of Holy Spirit to come down, to ignite our heart, to spread that fire, to ignite everywhere around the world, to our church, to people around us. So CheonshimWon's Holy Spirit's fire that is lit right now should lit your heart, lit your churches, lit people around you, lit those you're witnessing. You must become such people. So offer your prayer, resolute determination, and let us call heaven, mobilize Heavenly Parent in one heart. Tonight, I truly hope that your prayer and devotion can mobilize Heavenly Parents and true parents. The path our true parents has walked, it's not a path that people can mock, people can easily say. If we truly understand, true parents are the only ones who walk such greatest path. True parents are the ones that nobody can ever walk again.
하늘이 노하시는 것입니다.
That is why Heavenly Parent is angry. Heaven is showing the anger to us because we are not tending them well. The secular world is not tending well. So let us offer prayer so that heaven can come down to us and work through us. Thank you. Let's offer another big round of applause to President Gi-sung for giving us graceful message so that we can resonate with heaven. Next, the heart is the most important. It really depends how much your heart is burning toward heaven. That is what's more important. And through this situation, the day that we cannot forget, the day of hardship, throughout the day, as the rain was pouring down, she offered devotion, she realized this is how you need to offer devotion. Your father offered prayer 15 hours, 17 hours, crying after crying without stopping. And she realized this is the devotion that your father put. And this is amazing opportunity to learn and experience such devotion. When would you offer prayer such like that? So truly, the special devotion workshop trainees have inherited an amazing devotional foundation of your father. And as they, stand in the pouring rain, our sister realized that not just her, but all the trainees have felt the tears of Heavenly Parent through endless pour of rain. And that will become the motivation for you to move forward. Whenever you feel lazy, whenever you are sleeping, your father will come down. Your father, when he was here in the physical world, the word will just made him, wake up in shock. So he always moved forward with burning heart, and those one word can really strike him. So our second and third gens in devotion workshop, as you guys think about what your mother went through, and as you feel the righteous anger, and you center on that to move forward, you cannot help yourself but to be successful. So, your father said, Heavenly Parent has this kind of sorrowful heart, and once you connect your heart with them, and you not even a single moment you cannot be lazy. You will always have the heart where you can move forward. You have no other option but to become fearless sons and daughters to center on Heavenly Parent to move forward. So all the trainees in this workshop, Holy Mother Special Devotion Workshop trainees, and not just devotion trainees, but all the 40-day workshop trainees, general 40-day workshop trainees, all the spiritual academy, anyone who's in the training center, you must have the righteous anger and wish and hold that righteous anger as a motivation to move forward in order to spread true love, to accomplish heavenly unified Korea, heavenly unified world. You must make this time of resolution to move forward for such greater purpose. So before you enter church, you've learned that you first receive strike and then gain whatever is left for you, whatever that's right for you. When I was into high school, 1 year senior student, that person blocked me, put me in this locker and kept me there, and even they beat me up a lot. I had a lot of resentment toward them, but as I enter Unification Church, I let go of all the resentment. I realized this isn't, eye for eye, teeth for teeth. That's not how I can revenge. So after joining Unification Church, everybody cursed at me. My teachers, my friends, even villagers, were talking negatively about me. And when you just watch, at that time, I had righteous anger rising up in order to move on with my providence of myself to follow your parents. And when you look at TV, you can see all those things, the negative things about us, and there's always an opportunity to become righteously angry through media. So But what's important is that we must be patient in order to share love, in order to love your enemy. We know that your parents has walked such path, and we should resemble them. So instead of paying back revenge on all our enemies, we must embrace them with true love. That's how your parents led us, and that's how they got to set this foundation. That's how they've been leading the providence. So all the brothers sisters in heavenly Japan, our second and third gens, those who are still attending church, you guys are such amazing, great people. Even though you're persecuted, if you look at the media, everything, all the news, all the reports about us in the world, there are countless things that talk negatively about us, persecuting us. But amongst our first gen, there's someone who said that they're going to pay the revenge. They went out to... nobody, despite the fact that they might have a revengeful heart, you see a lot of persecution, our first gens, but nobody went out to take revenge. When you are struck like 10 times, you can not help yourself, but you might not be able to hold that anger and go out and revenge, right? But for us, 10 times, 1,000 times, million times we've been persecuted throughout our history. But our members, our brothers, sisters, first gens have endured through that because they knew the truth. They knew the teachings. That's why they moved on and tried to embrace with true love. So righteous people has the authority, and those who people have endured through in order to have set the perfect alignment with heaven, you have the ability to mobilize the spiritual world. So righteous people of such as our first gen members, they can have the authority of heavenly parents as long as they have perfect alignment. So True Father's words has been accomplished everything. True Father, as he established Changpyeong, and as he saw America is going to a different path, he realized that he has to go to America, offer devotion, and so he went there and all those events, Washington Monument events, Yankee Stadium, and he even put Reagan as the president too. So he led the providence in America. And after winning the Washington Monument rally, true parents went to Moscow and held the event there and made an absolute victory. And they have advanced the miraculous work of miraculous history. And true parents went into Moscow to meet Gorbachev. They went into North Korea to meet Kim Il-sung. They advanced providence so quickly and so fastly and in a miraculous way. They walked such path, and as their children, if we become one with our mother, we cannot help but to accomplish anything we want to do. And as we look at our persecutions, the persecutions that is coming to us, it's only making us stronger. If you're living in a peaceful world, such desperate heart does not come out. People of Israel had a desperate shout when they were slaves in the Egypt. Pharaoh of the Egypt ordered that people of Israel is rising. He ordered his men to kill boys who were born in that year. So that's why every household with the boys were shedding in tears. But Moses' mom jumped into the river in order to save Moses. How desperate would she be at that time? She gave birth to Moses, and she has to let Moses go on the river. How desperate would she feel? How desperate she would have felt. And that reached heaven. And heaven listened to the cries and moaning of the people of Israel. And he kept the promise, and he gave power and authority to Moses. And as Israel went out from Egypt, people of Israel, as they came out to Egypt to go to the path toward land of Canaan, they saw miracles after miracles on the path, but because it became a habit to see miracles, they could not fulfill their hearts, satisfy their hearts, and they eventually fought back with Moses, and Moses was in anger, saying, no matter how many times I show you the miracles, you still don't believe in me. And the heart is the most important. It